Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome once again. We're in San Antonio, Texas, and this is World Class Championship Wrestling, our final stop on the way to Star Wars next week right here on the Nation Network. All right, fans, we are being joined right now by the NWA's World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. This crowd is coming unglued, and this is just a taste of what it's going to be like a week from today at the Reunion Arena when we present Wrestling Star Wars right here live on the Nation Network.
You know, I'm a busy man, but I've always got time to take a look at the world around me. Now, I promised everyone I was going to become the world champion again, and I did. See, the fact remains, I never really wasn't the world champion to begin with, but I had to prove it to a few people out there, but never myself. But while I've been away, I couldn't help but turn the channels. And did I hear last week someone standing out in this ring saying he was a member of the greatest wrestling team of all time? Did I hear right? Well, if you're not a member of the Horsemen, my friend, then it's a false claim.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Michael P.S. Hayes. What is going on here? Michael P.S. Hayes and the Nature Boy Ric Flair about to go face to face. We better get security. Somebody better be ready. This has got all the makings of a very volatile situation.
Right now, you're standing on the wrong side of the line, my friend. I told everybody out here I was part of the greatest team because I am. When you go down bad street on a daily basis, then that's when you know you are bad. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now, my friend. You might be a big deal right here in Texas, but you don't mean a damn thing in the real world of wrestling outside of this little community. You want to go with the Horsemen? I'll tell you something right now, Rick. We are going to be deciding the NWA 6-Man Tag Team Championship at Star Wars. And as far as I'm concerned, the Freebirds would love to face the Horsemen. You better be very careful what you ask for, big man, because that big alligator mouth of yours is writing a check that butterfly ass is gonna have to cash. And I don't think you've got the money in the account, if you know what I'm saying. Well, I ain't never been overdrawn before, and I ain't afraid of no fight. You want to do it Atlanta style, I will come there with my brothers, and we will kick your ass. You might not be able to tell it by looking right now, but I'm so scared. Let me tell you something, my friend. You don't get to where I am in this industry by running away from a challenge, and I don't even consider to be a challenge. Well, why don't we just settle this next week in the reunion arena at Star Wars? I say the fabulous Freebirds and the Horsemen head-to-head for the NWA Six-Man Tag Team Championship. If you've got the guts. Oh, I've got the guts, my friend. And we will be in Wrestling Star Wars. And we will take the NWA Six-Man Tag Team titles where they belong, to Atlanta, Georgia. And if you don't like that, you better learn to love it, because it is the best thing going today.
All right, fans, there we've heard it. The fabulous Freebirds and the Four Horsemen are going to meet. All right, fans, we are back with more action here from San Antonio. Wow, the fans right now are still buzzing about what just went down. It will be Wrestling Star Wars 1 week from today, the Reunion Arena, and it will be the Freebirds going up against the Four Horsemen. The winners will be the NWA Six-Man Tag Team Champions. It doesn't get much bigger than that as we take a look at Gino Hernandez making his way to the ring. Unbelievable. And here comes his tag team partner, Chris Adams. They've got a huge opportunity at the Reunion Arena to become the world-class tag team champions. They will take it on members of the First Family for those tag team titles, and it's going to take place inside of a steel cage. This is the last meeting, the last opportunity for them to take the gold away. They have held victories over the champions in the past, but non-title matches. Gentleman Chris Adams as he enters the ring area. We want to welcome everybody watching us live on the Nation Network right here for World Class Championship Wrestling. The Shadow in the ring to represent his team going up against Gino Hernandez, and the bell sounds, action's underway. Gino Hernandez wasting no time whatsoever, going to work on the Shadow. Right now we're going to see Gino Hernandez going up along with gentleman Chris Adams trying to go into the Star Wars on an up note. They would like nothing better than a decisive victory right here. Shadow number one joining Destroyer number one. These gentlemen each usually have alternate tag team partners, but tonight it is a mixture of the two, and we'll see how they work together as a tag team. First time I've ever seen them as a team. But right now it is all Gino Hernandez and Chris Adams getting the better of the Shadow. Hernandez continuing the offense with a suplex, and the Shadow taken down, and Lawler, he's in trouble. Gino Hernandez put to the midsection, and that is going to take its toll right there. Oh, he went after the Shadow again. Ducks it out, comes up, drop toe hold, and the Shadow face first going down. And he's able to make the lunging tag. Destroyer number one comes right into a knee smash. Ducks that out, does Gino Hernandez. Now going to work on the leg of the Destroyer. Thus far, a one-sided matchup it has been. Tag has made Chris Adams back in the ring. The double team going to work on Destroyer number one. Gentleman Chris Adams with that nice snapping suplex, really torquing the body. Now Adams stretching out the left arm. What is he going to do here? Oh, tremendous move. Adams with that back heel kick right to the face. And now the Irish whip into the ropes he goes. Look at this. Gino Hernandez just pulled down the top rope. What the hell just happened there? Chris Adams. I'm not sure if that was an accident or not. Meantime, it is Hernandez outside the ring. Throwing the Destroyer back in, and now let's see what happens here. I'll tell you, I am still trying to figure out what we just saw moments ago. There didn't seem to be any remorse, but they are back to working together as a team at the moment, so perhaps Gino Hernandez now going to work on the Shadow. Shadow comes up with something right there, but too little too late perhaps as he gets wound up. There is that Russian leg sweep. And Hernandez with a diving knee drop. Now Gino Hernandez taking the Shadow out towards the middle of the ring. And it's all over. Well, Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez, despite that miscommunication outside the ring earlier, managed to put things together very nicely in this one. Tremendous victory right here as they head into Star Wars. They will be entering the steel cage, going up against Kabuki and Bruiser Brody for the World Class Tag Team Championship. 2 teams enter, 1 will survive. All right, there they are. Chris Adams and Chino Hernandez. Will they be victorious next week and finally realize the dream of the tag team gold? Stay with us, fans. We still have plenty more action coming your way here on World Class. All right, welcome back, fans. We are being joined right now by the reigning world-class television champion, Ravishing Rick Rude. We have been told that he is going to be defending the World-Class Television Championship next week as a part of Wrestling Star Wars, but we're not sure against whom.
What I'd like to have right now is for every one of you to shut up. Now, as the Ravishing One and as the world-class television champion, I think it is about time that I find out who they plan on putting in the ring with me next week. You see, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't really make any difference to me who it is, because there's no one in world class worthy of Ravishing Rick Rude. There is no one in world class that can defeat the television champion. So as the old saying goes, you can run, but you can't hide. Well, I'm out here right now, and I am offering an open contract to anyone who thinks they can beat me for the World Television Championship.
Oh, wait a minute. Be careful what you wish for. Kevin Von Erich making his way down to the ring, and I believe he might have something to say to Mr. Rude. This crowd is on its feet. They love the Von Erichs here in San Antonio.
Now, if I heard you right, you just said that you were going to issue an open contract, right?
Like, you'll wrestle anybody next week is what you just said to all these people, right?
Well, I'd like to put my name on the bottom line of that contract.
You think you got a chance against Ravishing Rick Rude? I eat bigger meals than you for lunch. And you think you're going to come over to Star Wars and try and take this title away from me?
No, actually, I know I can beat you. All these fans out here know it, and I think deep down inside even you know it. You just don't want to admit it.
What I know is that you are signing your death warrant. You get in the ring with me at Star Wars, and you'll never get in the ring again afterwards. You sure that's what you want?
I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anybody. You want a wrestling match? I'll give you a wrestling match. You want a brawl? I will fight you up and down the state of Texas. But next week, you put that title on the line and you're going to have the quickest weight loss plan you've ever heard of.
You know what? I've had about enough of the Von Erichs. The first family, we've done everything we need to do to get rid of you guys, and you're still here. You want a shot at my title next week? Prove you're worth it. I'm going to give you a member of the first family tonight.
That's fine. I don't mind a challenge, but once I get done whooping his ass, then just know that I'm going to be coming for yours next.
Well, I say this right now. Good luck. You're going to need it. And when you find out who your opponent is, you may rethink showing up at Star Wars. Because I know you don't have what it takes to beat anyone in the first family.
All right, we're going to find out who Ravishing Recruit is going to choose for Kevin Von Erich to face. Here is part of World Class Championship Wrestling this week on the Nation Network. We'll be back with that and much more. Stay with us. All right, fans, we're about to find out who it's going to be, and here we go. Representing the first family, Percy Pringle breaking out. That is the great Kabuki. Kevin Von Erich is going to have his work cut out for him tonight as he faces the great Kabuki with the opportunity to take on Ravishing Recruit for the television championship in 1 week's time as part of Wrestling Star Wars. He will definitely have to earn it, no doubt about that. This man from Japan, absolutely a devastating force. Member of the first family, they have absolutely laid waste to just about every name in world class over the past 2 months. It got so bad that the Freebirds actually joined forces with the Von Erich, something I never thought I'd live to see. Kabuki in the ring getting ready now, but here comes the challenge. The man who will have the opportunity in 1 week's time to take Ravishing Recruit's television title from him if he can get past the challenge of Kabuki. Very much reminiscent of the last day of a regular season in perhaps the National Hockey League or the NBA, where a team playing its last game has to win to get into the playoffs. The playoffs start a day early for those teams, and it starts a day early here tonight. For Kevin Von Erich, the bell sounds, action's underway, and Kabuki waiting on him. He catches him with that back savant kick, and down goes Von Erich. Percy Pringle outside the ring, applauding the efforts of Kabuki. Early on, Kevin Von Erich really on the receiving end of a lot of punishment, and Kabuki methodically in his attack. Goes for that spinning back kick. It wasn't there. Von Erich and Kabuki going head to head. Kabuki able to get out of the suplex. And now there's the Irish whip to the ropes. Dropped down by Kabuki. Another stunning kick. Goes for the cover. Von Erich is down, but only a 1 count. He's able to come out the back door. You know, the big question remains, if Kabuki's victorious in this one, then who will challenge Ravishing Rick Rude for the television title? As Von Erich now tries to put some offense together. Nice arm drag, deep one, and down. Kabuki has to roll outside the ring. Von Erich has him up by the arm. Gonna try and dislocate that. Referee telling both men they need to get back into the ring. Big move right there by Kabuki. He gets back into the ring now. There's that back kick one more time. This time Von Erich catches the foot. Goes to work on the leg, and now winding up with a clubbing forearm to the back. Von Erich with a suplex, and now Kabuki on the receiving end. Splash, he caught him, but he didn't catch him flush with it, but that is still enough, as you can see the look on the face of Percival Pringle. Tremendous suplex right there by Kevin Von Erich, and now Kabuki is on the receiving end of a lot of this punishment. Percy Pringle definitely concerned for his man. I'd say he's just as concerned for Kabuki as he may be for Rick Rude. But Kabuki again delivers the punishment. Von Erich is down, holding the back of his head. Big elbow drop. Von Erich out the back door. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, there it is. The green mist has been applied. Von Erich able to break out of it and reverses the suplex with one of his own. Von Erich all the way to the top rope now. Kabuki laid out. Kabuki is up. Von Erich cross body block takes him down. You know that Ravishing Rick Rude has to be watching on very intently for this one. Von Erich sizing him up. He's got the claw hold on him. The claw hold is on him. Kabuki fighting to stay alive with everything he's got. Von Erich continues to put it on, and it's over. Kevin Von Erich will be facing Ravishing Rick Rude in 1 week's time for the television title. We take a look back at some of the moments in this one. Big elbow drop from the top rope. Von Erich able to withstand that one. Return to the edge with some of his own. Nice there, top rope crossbody, and then follows it up with that Von Erich brain claw. Kabuki did a great job of fighting it off as long as he could, but we don't see too many people survive that hold. Kevin Von Erich, he was the first to be assaulted by the First family, getting a level of retribution here tonight, but he would like nothing more than to take gold from the stable of the First family in 1 week's time. Fans will be back with more right here on World Class Championship Wrestling. All right, fans, we're back, and now we're getting a look at the modern-day warrior, Kerry Von Erich. He is the world-class heavyweight champion of the world. And first off, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there for your support. I was told that I can choose my own opponent based on whoever the top 10 are for the World Class Championship. When I look at the list of names and I realize who I've got opportunities to go up against, I've got to think to myself, what is it I want most? And then I ask myself, what is it that I think that you, the fans, that would you want to see as well? And there's a lot of great names on that list. There's names that run up and down, and I thought about them, and I thought about some members of the First family, and I thought about members of wrestling that are not part of the First family. But I right now think that the best opponent for me is going to be, wait a minute, Jerry the King Lawler. What is he doing here? Jerry the King Lawler coming down to the ring area right now, interrupting the world-class champion, Kerry Von Erich. You know something, Kerry? I'll tell you something right now for you. I'm back there and I'm listening to you, and I can't even believe what I'm hearing. You stand out here and you think you're a champion. You think you're going to handpick an opponent. I'm going to handpick your opponent for you, and you're looking at him. You want to go up against a wrestler, or you want to go up against the king? You know something, Mr. Lawler? I know your credentials, and you're definitely worthy of a title shot, but if you think you're going to come out here and scare me, you're barking up the wrong tree, my friend. Let me tell you something. If I wanted to scare you, I would have brought a dictionary. They say everything is bigger and better in Texas, right? Well, That doesn't say so much for your promo skills, I'll tell you that. I'm going to give you a lesson in wrestling like you've never had before, because I will be taking you on at Star Wars. You think that's what it's going to be like? I'll tell you what, you and I haven't gotten it done here in the world of the nation, but we're gonna. I have no problem defending my title against you anytime, any place. Well, that's good, because I think the time is next week, and I think the place is going to be the Reunion Arena. And you big goof, bring that Texas-sized ego of yours, and I'm going to show you what a modern-day warrior is really like when you fall to the feet of the king. Well, perhaps what I need to do is show you how we take care of things like this in the state of Texas. Well, I look forward to that opportunity. But in the meantime, I just want you to be aware of one thing. No matter when, no matter where, when you least expect it, you might want to expect it. You know what I'm saying? That's a threat. You're not scaring me with it. I will see you in a week's time. The World Class Championship will be on the line. And you, when it's all said and done, are going to be looking up at the lights. And I'm going to be announced as the World Class Champion. See, I'm not worried about you. You better worry about me. All right, fans, that's it. We're going to find out. Our main event will be Jerry Lawler against Von Erich for the World Class Championship in a week's time. All right, fans, we are back, and this is our final match before we go to Star Wars. Sam Houston making his way down the aisle. We now know that Von Erich, the modern-day warrior, will be taking on Jerry Lawler for the World Class Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight title. The Horsemen will be taking on the Freebirds for the NWA Six-Man Tag Team Championship. Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez will be taking on the First Family for the World Class Tag Team titles. And Ravishing Rick Rude will be taking on Von Erich for the World Class Television title. We'll have more matches added between now and then, but those are the ones that we have signed. Entering the ring at this time, it is Terry Bam Bam Gordy, member of the Fabulous Freebirds, who will be at the Reunion Arena to go up against the Horsemen. Michael P.S. Hayes outside the ring in the corner of his brother. These men from Atlanta, Georgia, the bad streets, if you will be going up against the elite of the Four Horsemen. Bell sounds action underway now. They lock up in the middle of the ring, but look at Sam Houston. Well, a quick move, and he just stunned Terry Gordy. Tremendous jawbreaker by Houston, and now Terry Bam Bam Gordy fighting his way back. Not too happy about the opening moment. This Sam Houston, I'll tell you right now, this youngster hasn't racked up a lot of wins, but he has got a lot of people's attention and earned some respect at the same time. From behind he goes. Oh, he turns it into a bulldog on the concrete floor. Terry Gordy's in trouble. Bam Bam Terry Gordy is hurt. Atomic knee drop, and down goes Sam Houston. I think Sam Houston may have made a mistake in raising the ire of Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Runs right into that back elbow, and every time Sam Houston has an answer from Bam Bam Terry Gordy. But this time it is Bam Bam Terry Gordy with the answers. Big headbutt, and he drops Sam Houston. Gordy continuing to do the work on Sam Houston here in the middle of the ring. Clothesline, it caught him, but it didn't catch him clean. But still, Sam Houston is down. Look at the big man as he gets up off his feet with a drop kick. Bam Bam Terry Gordy is a lethal force of nature, no doubt about it. Near 300-pounder able to get up and throw a drop kick like that. You don't see too many big men that can do that. All the way down from the middle rope. He's got Sam Houston now up on the top rope. Superplex takes him down to the middle of the ring. Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Irish whipping him back into the rope again. Oh, that clothesline caught him flush. Once again to the ropes he goes. Cross body. Sam Houston is in trouble right now. In Houston, we have a problem. Bam Bam Terry Gordy from behind. Houston fights his way out. Another tremendous slam, and Terry Gordy continues. Went for the boot, nobody home, and now dropping Houston to one knee. Mr. Gordy in control as he continues to put the boots to Sam Houston. What's it going to be like in a week's time at the Reunion Arena when the Freebirds and the Horsemen collide? Went for that big boot again. Sam Houston shoots the leg. He's got it. Going for the figure four leg lock. He's got it on him. Terry Bam Bam Gordy is in the figure four leg lock, but he's going to try and turn it, and he does. Sam Houston will have to release the hold. Both men feeling the damage. What a fight we've got tonight. Give all the credit in the world to Sam Houston. I don't think anybody would have given him credit for going this deep into the match with a man like Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Gordy with a big splash, and Houston collapsing into the middle of the ring. Stiff forearm, and now look at this. Bam Bam Terry Gordy down to one knee. Tremendous clothesline. Houston is out. Gordy goes for the cover. Oh, he says no, not yet. But I'm pretty confident he had it if he wanted it. And now Terry Gordy is waiting on Sam Houston to get back to his feet. He's got him. Saito suplex. Oh, he almost broke him in half. Houston driven down onto the head and the neck, and now Bam Bam Terry Gordy hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Your winner, representing the fabulous Freebirds, Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Fans, we want to thank you once again for joining us for another exciting edition of World Class Championship Wrestling here on the Nation Network. 1 week from tonight, we'll be in the Reunion Arena, and it will be Wrestling Star Wars. You won't want to miss it. As we take a look back at Bam Bam Terry Gordy putting away Sam Houston here. Next week, the Freebirds, the Horsemen. Something's got to give. From San Antonio, Texas, so long, everyone.